It's very early in the morning, and there are thousands of tons of rock quietly sitting over our heads as we drive into the Cordillera mountains. This is the Atok region, high above Baguio, where the roads were blasted into the sides of cliffs, flower farms are nestled into the terraced mountainsides, and the eco-parks are truly, well, you'll find out.
What's up, Charles?
So why did we go here? Simply put, time. I wanted to see the famous terraces of Banaue, but we couldn't squeeze in another nearly 13-hour round-trip journey just from Baguio. Instead, we settled for a day tour into Atok, and as it turns out, this was a great way to go. As we're still waking up, the first stop is Mount Olis. I've heard it's famous for sitting above a sea of clouds, but the weather had other plans and gave us a perfect day. It was a bit cold at sunrise, the only time we were truly cold in Benguet, but warmed up immediately after. We arrived just in time for sunrise and got an amazing view of the surrounding terraced farms growing a variety of flowers, cabbages, and other vegetables. This is where I first realized that for Filipinos, taking pictures of yourself and your group can be the activity. Never mind smelling the flowers, the entire adventure can revolve around getting pictures as proof you were there. No surprise then that a study from Time magazine a while back declared the Philippines as #1 globally for taking selfies.
One of the craziest places I've ever been. The drive here was insane, and the view here is insane. I could spend here, I could probably spend all day here just taking pictures.
Taking pictures is hard work and really builds up an appetite. After a few more group photos at the former highest point in the Philippines highway system, we settled in at the Highest Point Cafe for some breakfast. I was craving tocino, so I ordered Tocilog and got a matcha because I was really curious how that sort of drink would be way out here. Turns out it was really tasty, but I couldn't finish it since they only had cow milk, and that can end in disaster for me. Not far back down the road is the Northern Blossom Flower Farm, where you get to walk through an active flower farm utilizing the terrace-style farming. One of the hosts came up to welcome us, and out of politeness, he singled me out and made an effort to deliver a greeting in English. Much to the delight of the titas behind me, I expressed my gratitude in Tagalog, thanking him for speaking English since I had unnecessarily made the interaction more difficult.
Kuya, maraming salamat para mag-English. Really funny.
Walking down the paths lined with flowers, we found ourselves pausing constantly to snap pictures. Although the viewpoints we had just seen were magnificent, exploring the flower farm directly allowed us to truly appreciate the way these mountain terraces are carved out. They lack the ancient stone structures found in Banaue, yet they still vividly demonstrate the ongoing practice of terrace farming throughout the upper Cordilleras. Given the steady stream of guests they welcome, the staff members have perfected the art of posing their subjects, matching the effortless skill of an expert fashion photographer.
Nakasango ka ni banda, nakapasok ka lang.
After taking advantage of a few more photo spots, we got a chance to sit down, enjoy the complimentary coffee and pandesal, and take in the view. Remember that massive overhang of stone we drove under at the very start of the video? The next stop offered an up-close look at that exact half tunnel. It's been turned into a pretty popular viewpoint for tourists and is genuinely an impressive looking, perhaps scary, feat of engineering. As always, the photo op was impossible to pass up. Just be mindful of the traffic ripping up and down the highway. Oh. Heading back down in full daylight gave us a renewed appreciation for just how rugged and steep the region is. The winding highway tested my fear of heights and made me wonder if I could handle living in a place like this. Considering the state of the road in some sections and the sheer drop-offs just beyond the barriers, I began to think perhaps not. There was one more stop on the planned tour, one that I didn't fully understand, but alright, here we go. Apparently, an eco park in the Philippines is a protected or rehabilitated green space dedicated to environmental conservation, sustainable tourism, and community education. I thought, yeah, okay, cool. I like places like that. Looking up eco parks in the Philippines, many of them look like really pleasant parks tucked away into metropolitan areas that really need them to break up the concrete. So you can imagine my confusion when we passed the Temu Marvel Superheroes Park and arrived in London, England. We were greeted by two 12-year-old siblings that took our entrance fee and waved us in. And in case we needed more steps, the park was essentially one long staircase to the top. We saw a double-decker bus cafe, wandered through the Cotswolds, and arrived at a viewing deck complete with AI-generated scenes of London.
And how can I tell? Because nothing about this picture makes any sense. All the words are gibberish, and there's no scene like that in London. Also, why are they going the same direction?
As well as King Charles and, I don't know, King Charles? It was a cute place, pretty funny, offbeat, and not at all what I was expecting to come across during our tour through Atok. Leaving London behind, we faced the final hour of travel along the rugged mountain highway, trailing cabbage-laden trucks and skirting steep cliffsides on our return to Baguio. For $20 a person, hiring a driver for a structured excursion through the Cordilleras proved to be a fantastic day trip. It offered us a glimpse into life beyond the major urban centers, provided a wonderful shift in environment, and served as a literal breath of fresh air. To cap off a memorable and enjoyable day, we requested a drop-off at Chowking, where we quickly devoured a massive feast. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. In the next video, we'll be taking a bus to the best airport in the Philippines, where we'll catch a flight to El Nido, Palawan. See you there.
Bonita.